Long ago, in a thick forest not far from a quiet village in Ghana, there lived a hunter named Kofi. Kofi was strong, skilled with bow and arrow, and known throughout the land for bringing home the finest antelope and bushbuck. But Kofi had one great weakness: pride. He believed no one, man or spirit, was wiser or braver than he. One dry season morning, Kofi set out deeper into the forest than he had ever gone before. He wanted the largest, most magnificent antelope anyone had ever seen, so the village would sing his name for years. He walked and walked until the familiar paths disappeared and the trees grew so tall their leaves blocked the sun. By midday, Kofi realized he was lost. His water gourd was empty, his stomach growled, and no animal trail showed the way home. He wandered until dusk, growing angry and afraid, though he would never admit the fear. At last, he came to a clearing where a single enormous tree stood. Its trunk was wider than 3 men with arms outstretched, its branches heavy with green leaves even in the dry season, and its roots spread like the fingers of an ancestor. Kofi leaned against it to rest, muttering, "Stupid forest, even the trees mock me by standing in my way." To his shock, the tree spoke. "Young hunter," rumbled a deep, slow voice from the trunk, "anger will not fill your gourd or lead you home. Respect will." Kofi jumped back, arrow half drawn. "Who speaks? Show yourself." "I am the tree you lean upon," it replied. "I have stood here since the first rains fell on this land. I have seen hunters come and go. Some listen, some do not." Kofi lowered his bow, more curious than afraid now. "If you are so wise, old tree, tell me the way back to my village." The tree was silent for a long moment. Then it said, "I will guide you, but only if you promise 3 things." Kofi laughed. "A tree bargaining with a hunter? Speak your price." "First," said the tree, "you will never again cut a living tree for firewood without asking permission and giving thanks. Second, when you reach your village, you will tell no one I spoke. Boast only of your own skill. Third, you will return one day and plant a seed from my fruit at the edge of your village." Kofi thought these requests small. "Agreed," he said quickly. The tree's branches rustled, though there was no wind. "Follow the path of moonlight on the ground tonight. It will lead you to a stream. Drink, then follow the stream downstream until you see the lights of your village." Kofi looked up. The sun was setting, and sure enough, a silver path of early moonlight lay across the forest floor. He bowed slightly, more from surprise than respect, and followed it. By midnight, he reached the cool stream, drank deeply, and by dawn he saw the cooking fires of his village. He returned a hero, carrying a small antelope he had caught near the stream. The village praised him, and Kofi's chest swelled with pride. But Kofi forgot the tree's words. He told everyone how his great skill had found the secret moonlight path. He cut young trees for firewood without thanks, and he never returned to plant the seed. Years passed. Kofi grew richer, married, had children, and became the most famous hunter in the region. Yet the forest seemed to turn against him. Animals grew scarce near the village. His arrows missed. His traps stayed empty. One dry season, hunger struck the village. No rain fell, crops withered, and game vanished. The elders begged Kofi to hunt deep in the forest again. Desperate to save his family and his name, he returned to the same deep woods. He wandered for days. Again he became lost. Again his gourd emptied. Again fear crept in, though pride kept him from admitting it. At last, exhausted and humbled, he came once more to the great tree.
This time he did not lean proudly, he knelt. "Old tree," he whispered, voice cracking, "I have returned." The tree was silent. "I broke my promises," Kofi continued. "I boasted, I cut without thanks. I never planted your seed. My village hungers because of my pride. Please, help me one more time." Leaves rustled softly. "Pride is a heavy load, hunter," the tree said at last, "but truth is light. You have spoken truth. That is the beginning of wisdom." A single fruit, large, golden, and shining, dropped from the highest branch into Kofi's hands. "Take this fruit home," the tree instructed. "Cut it open in the village square at sunrise. Share every piece with every person, even the smallest child and the oldest elder. Then plant the seeds around your village. As long as those trees live and are honored, rain will come and game will return." Kofi bowed low. "And the way home?" "Follow the same moonlight path, but this time walk slowly and give thanks at every step." Kofi did exactly as told. He shared the sweet fruit in the square at dawn. The entire village ate, and for the first time in months, children laughed with full bellies. They planted the seeds together. That night, rain fell soft at first, then strong and steady. Rivers filled, grass grew, animals returned. From that day, Kofi never boasted again. He taught his children to greet every tree with respect and thanks. And at the edge of the village stands a grove of tall, fruitful trees descended from the talking tree's seed. Whenever young hunters pass beneath their shade, they sometimes hear a deep, slow voice in the wind. "Respect the forest, and the forest will feed you." Moral: pride can lead even the strongest astray, but humility and respect open the way home. And so, my friends, remember the talking tree and the hunter who learned to listen. The forest is full of voices, if only we quiet our pride long enough to hear them. Thank you for joining Kwame African Tales tonight. If this story touched your heart, like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more wisdom from our ancestors. New tale next week under the same moon. Good night, and walk gently among the trees.